Isa Obad and Robert Piotrkowicz for what appears to be a final call-out among the guys that we haven't seen just yet.
You know, Dan, you were mentioning the details like color. You know, but you got to understand that at this level, everything counts. You know, everything from the color to the stage presence, the way that you hold yourself. You know, the judges that are prejudging will tell you to relax, and some of the competitors will take that literally and let their abdominal area distend. You know, that's a bad sign. When you're up there, you are under the microscope. The judges are looking at you every second, and you have to stay tight. You have to present your physique from the very best angle.
It's all in the details. It's all in the minutia, which of course is a favorite word of my colleague Larry Pepe, who I know is home watching our coverage in Las Vegas. So a shout out to Pep. You know, Chad, when I look at Isa, you know, there's been so much spoken about him and his promise. How do you think he stacks up here?
I'll tell you what, he's one of the guys that I really wanted to see compete. I wanted to see what he brought to the stage. I have to say, I think, you know, maybe his potential raises the bar so much that you expect a lot from him. I don't think he nailed it here in Columbus. I think that he's got great potential. I think he's got that look that everybody likes. For whatever reason, you know, things just aren't going his way here. I think Fouad was a little sharper at the Flex Pro. He's probably one of the guys in this lineup that may have stepped backwards a couple percent. And Ben, I think, has moved up a little bit as far as his conditioning from the Flex Pro again, but maybe a little bit on the flat side, but definitely conditioning-wise improved from 2 weeks ago.
I'm fairly sure that three of these guys, Ben Pekulski, Fouad, Abiad, and Isa, are all under the guidance of Hani Rambod. So he, of course, as he always seems to lately, has his hands in the preparation for a lot of these guys. And I know Pekulski, he said, I mean, we all agree, Ben is a guy that's got great promise, and he just needs to find a formula. He hasn't quite found it yet, but I think he's getting close.
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, he's one of those guys. I mean, when you look at him from the side and the quad and hamstring detail, the calves, I mean, there's just some freaky muscle going on there. But again, you know, you have to find that in between where you can come in full and tight and bring that combination to the stage. He seems to be, you know, hit or miss on those. He was much fuller at the Flex Pro, but obviously lacked a little bit of conditioning. Here he's maybe not as full, but his conditioning is better. He needs to find a middle ground.
Well, I want to thank the folks, of course, over at Labrada. Lee, it was very generous of you and your company to present this year's 2011 Arnold Classic webcast. I know you guys are big supporters of the entire bodybuilding community, so we're thrilled to have you along for the ride this year.